Good afternoon, friends. Namaste. I am Nilesh Gokhale from Team Gati. Today, as a COVID special edition, we will be talking about basics of communication. Communication is the key in the industry today. Whatever, whenever, and wherever you think of, the only mode of letting people know your ideas, your thought process is communication. Communication has a specific definition, however, has multiple functions to it. The functions of communication are multiple, as I said in the previous line: control, motivation, emotional expression, and information. Apart from this, the communication process is defined into very specific cycle and a chain. There has to be a sender, there has to be a message, there has to be a coding, there has to be a channel, there has to be a decoding, a receiver, and a feedback. Unless the receiver gives a feedback to the sender, the communication chain is never complete. The receiver has to acknowledge that he has received, understood the entire message, and that's how the communication is complete from the receiver. Uh, the sender might assume without a feedback, and that's where the communication fails. Going forward and looking a little ahead, what are the basic fundamentals or the basic flows of communication? There are the communication channel is upward, downward, crosswheel, crosswise, and the very important thing that you should know about is formal and informal communication. I would like to emphasize on the communication networks, the chain network, which is, in my opinion, personal, is the Chinese whisper. You tell someone, so let's take an example of four people: A, B, C, D. A has to communicate a message to D. What he does is he tells the message to B. The B person interprets it in his own ways of thinking, communicates it to C. Again, C is free to interpret it. He communicates whatever he felt was important to Mr. D. Now, when actually Mr. D gets the message, I need not tell about the fiasco which we have experienced throughout our life or childhood when we play Chinese whispers. The message which was sent by Mr. A never reaches Mr. D in the way, in the format, and with the same intensity that was expected out to reach Mr. D. What happens in a wheel communication is Mr. A wants to communicate a message to B, C, and D. He talks to them individually. Now, when he is communicating it with Mr. B, Mr. C, and Mr. D, he knows the intellect of Mr. B and talks to him in the same way or fashion or format that Mr. B is able to receive. He talks to Mr. C probably in a different way, different language, different expression mode, where Mr. C is able to understand, and probably goes in a regional language to Mr. D, who's better off in understanding local languages. This way, Mr. A is able to communicate and share his message with the same intensity with all three people at different stages in different formats, but the message is delivered right. And what is an all channel or a crosswheel communication? Is that he shares the message with Mr. B, Mr. C, Mr. D, and Mr. B, Mr. C, Mr. D also interact amongst themselves. So if there are any missing pieces or bits of the communication, they are able to understand it completely. It is the best mode of communication, which is the open channel or open source or a wheel based communication where everyone is free to talk to anyone. And that's how the communication process is robust wherever there's ample and more of this type of communication happening. There are some barriers in communication. When I say barriers, these are the showstoppers in communication. These are the factors which impact your communication. The factors mainly are filtering, selective perception, emotions, and language. Suppose I want to communicate with someone, and before I start communicating, I had a bad debate with my boss, or had an argument with my wife, or I was caught on the road by the police. I would not be able to deliver a very happy message to whosoever I am trying to communicate with. Selective perception: if I am already under an assumption that wherever I am delivering the message, the person is not ready to receive it, not willing to receive it, or will not be able to receive it, probably I fail in the communication again. Because I go there with a selective perception, assuming that the person is not going to receive it, and then I start filtering whatever I want to communicate. Last but not the least is the language. If I want to communicate to someone who doesn't understand English and I keep on talking to him in English, he would not be able to receive anything. If he does not understand what I want to say, the message would never be delivered and it will be a complete failure in communication. Thank you, friends, for joining this today. More to come in the days soon. Thank you. Have a good day.